Kain tayo, nagluto yung asawa ko ng issue. Nilagyan niya ng kanyang ng mushroom na tenga ng daga. Ayan. Kain tayo. Let's eat, guys. Thank you Lord. Salamat Panginoon sa aming dinner. Meron din kami banana, tapos may wine yung asawa ko. Ako naman may Coke Zero. Maurice, let's eat na! Ang pagkain namin. Wala kaming kanin, wala kaming iba na ilalagay. Potato and then lang. Kain po tayo. Cheers for our good health.
How sustainable are such high interest rates?
You like it?
What?
You like it?
No, not tasted it.
This is the end of the rate rises. Maybe not, says Darshini David.
Take that all.
I'm not sure.
Hi guys.
Very thin, isn't it?
Ukraine as its dispute
should be
over
very
grain
tender.
escalates.
Kain po.
India appears to have suspended visas for Canadians. It's a further
Doing very well, aren't they?
diplomatic relations over the death of
Come
a
on.
Sikh separatist. And the
Yung na to, steak na to, bili namin
I'll get
sa
some.
Walter Mart.
Eventually.
US steak.
Walter Mart. Yeah, well, US means different things. Potato and carrot. Very nice, do you think?
Nice.
It looks very good. Does it taste good?
The Polish government saying it is still carrying out previously
Let's try the meat.
deliveries of weapons and ammunition to Ukraine.
I think it's okay.
But it comes after the country's prime minister said it was no longer supplying arms to its
You like it?
neighbour and was instead concentrating on its own defence. Flying to Brussels now, Anna Fotyga, who is a member of the European Parliament, the former Polish Minister of Foreign
Let's see what the mushroom
Affairs,
tastes
a member
like.
of the Law and Justice Party, which is the party of the Prime Minister. It's very good to see
We'll try it.
Many people are saying there's mixed messaging now coming from the Polish government over arms supplies to Ukraine, and that this actually benefits Russia. This does not happen over time.
I like the last one we did.
Support via Polish border.
You know the steak that we got, the meat that we got from somewhere.
As well as military
Wherever it was. Where was it?
Ukraine going on.
From the public market.
That were already signed for supplies.
Or
Anyway,
the
the
one
last
you
one we
buy
did, we did
in
in
the expensive one.
Poland
No, well, of course, that was excellent. Really, really good.
supplying
But it's too
heavy
expensive.
arms.
But the cheap one we got from somewhere. We did it, cooked it in the pressure cooker.
Emptying one
That was
third
nice.
of arms stocks that are
We almost burnt it.
to supply them by buying new equipment
Remember?
to fulfill
No.
and increase the
I forgot it.
NATO requirements because we are
Very
one
nice.
of countries under direct threat from
Thank you sa patatas, Nina.
Absolutely, and we're seeing pictures right now of Polish tanks being delivered to Ukraine. But isn't this actually punishment of Ukraine over the grain dispute and the fact that they've taken Poland, Ukraine to the WTO? No, there are two different issues, and from the very beginning of this agreement over grain, there were Polish statements that we remain to support Ukraine in battle against Russian aggression until the victory of Ukraine, and that is clear. It was
Like it?
also actually in Prime Minister's statement.
More
that
potato.
we have to supplement
You don't like the meat?
what was
I like
supplied
it.
from Polish stocks in order to maintain
just ask
our
you.
defensive posture. That is why
Mushroom.
we dedicate so much
Doesn't really taste of anything, does it? Really?
budget to buying
It's interesting, definitely so.
from US, South Korea,
Very nice.
and UK by
a nice meal.
also by cooperation with our technologically advanced
partners, allies.
Are you not concerned though that we've got the statement from the Prime Minister
But the meat
saying
isn't
Poland
steak.
is no longer going to supply arms to Ukraine, and
Good
then
meat.
there is the dispute over grain.
Well,
it's still a little bit
An
tough.
incredible reputation that it's had. You've laid it out as well.
Even a thinner, no?
Well, actually,
Even a tin cup.
is out of full context.
Americans would never eat steak cut so thin like that.
Prime Minister.
Like
Because
this
full
steak.
statement was that now we have to
So it's British.
focus
Anybody else?
on
Unless it was for breakfast.
supplementing like what was sent from our stocks.
But it tastes okay.
And of course others that were not delivering, like Germany, for example, because their parts are not as fit as these that are supplied and well seen by Ukrainians. We continue also
20 minutes is not enough.
Ukrainian soldier on
Next time we do cook it
best
for
locations in
40
excellent
minutes.
conditions for military exercises on Polish territory, and we continue orders that are in progress delivering nowadays and until the very end of the contract and that were contracted with Ukraine.
Thank you so much for clarifying exactly what the statement meant from the Polish Prime Minister. And of course, it's very good to see you in Brussels. Thank you. Let's update you now on what is happening on the ground in Ukraine. We know the war is grinding on, but the number of amputees coming back from the battlefield is soaring. 15,000 men and women lost limbs in the first half of this year alone, according to figures released by the country's Ministry of Health. The government will reveal how many are soldiers, but it's expected to be most of them. And that means Ukraine has seen more amputees in 6 months than Britain did in all 6 years of World War II, when 12,000 UK servicemen and women lost arms or legs. Our senior international partner, Olga Gera, is the key to tell the story of one Ukrainian soldier who suffered distress injuries.
It's a new battle and a tough one. Every day, Andriy Smolenski tries to regain his strength and improve his balance. Tries to defend
Only one
war
place we can buy a beef
He's still fighting.
in the pine cut.
Yeah.
In uniform,
They get the real good beef.
was a possum
Yeah.
due to his strong.
Really good. Yeah.
Andriy led a reconnaissance
It's
team
worth it.
until an explosion in late May.
I remember how I started climbing an movement out of the trench. And the next memory I was waking up in the hospital. It felt like I just was dreaming. Everything was so dark, I thought, oh, what a dark night. And what a weird dream.
Andriy lost both eyes, both hands, and most of his hearing. By his side, through it all, Alina.
My wife is incredible. She's my hero, 100%. She with me.
I'm done.
She supported me a lot. I felt
Thank you, Lord.
like I helped
Bye-bye.
my family.